There are, of course, quite a few versions of the iconic 747, but none of them looks quite as odd as the 747SP. And now that I finally have a model of the SP in my collection, we of course should take a closer look at it. And with that, hello and welcome to a new episode of Review, where we, as mentioned, will take a closer look at a Boeing 747SP of Saudi Arabian Airlines. At the front of the box we have a lovely image of the aircraft in real life, and underneath that with the Saudi Arabian Airlines branding. On the back side of the box we then have the image once more. We can see this is a limited club edition from 2008 and was only produced in 1,000 units. And then of course we have the original dimensions as well as some additional information. So that's all for the box. Let's take a closer look inside and at the aircraft model itself. And here she is, the Boeing 747SP in the standard livery of Saudi Arabian Airlines. Now SP stands for Special Performance and was basically developed from the standard 747 but shortened to reduce weight. This was done so the aircraft could achieve a longer range. Now the SP was definitely a very limited version of the 747 as it was only built 45 times. Primary users of this type were Pan Am, United Airlines, South African Airways and Iran Air. One of these beauties has however found its way into the Saudi Arabian fleet, however not in the normal passenger carrying part of the airline, but the Royal Flight Division. And back in 2008, Herpa made a model fit, which of course now want to take a closer look at, starting off with the tail section where we on the vertical stabilizer find the Saudi Arabian Airlines branding. On the fuselage we then find the full registration code of the aircraft, and we can also notice some lovely detailing around the cabin doors. Towards the very tail of the aircraft we then also have the detailing of the APU exhaust. At the front of the aircraft we then find the Saudi Arabian flag, and across the fuselage the writing of Saudi Arabian, both in English and in Arabic writing. Again, we can find some lovely detailing around the cabin doors, and underneath the golden sheet line we also have the IATA logo. At the front of the aircraft, around the cockpit section, we then also find the addition of petro tubes, a really lovely little detail. We find the last letter of the registration code, as well as, of course, the cockpit windows with the window wipers. And above the cockpit windows, we then also have the emergency hatch for the cockpit. The engine nacelles have been kept in all white, just as the belly of the aircraft, but we do find the silver leading edge has been printed on, and while we don't have any safety relevant markings here, we do find the logo of the engine manufacturer, Rolls-Royce, which is a lovely addition. The physical detailing for me is a bit of a mixed bag on these engines. From the backside that could definitely look better, but is in line with the standards from Herpa Wings from 2008. From the front, however, it looks very nice, where we quite nicely can see the engine fan blades. From the engines we can move on to the wings, which we should definitely also take a closer look at, starting off with the top side where we can see the different flap slats and spoilers have been carved out very nicely. The underside of the wings offers us a little bit more physical detailing and the full registration code of the aircraft. My personal highlight on the wings, however, is the addition of the landing lights, as you can see have been printed on right here. Now, there are only few places where this aircraft model really does show its age. One of them is actually the wings, or basically how the wings have been attached to the fuselage. This is of course not an up-to-date mold, and this means the wings have been slotted in as a single piece from underneath, and that gives us these rather, well, not good looking edges. Where the model, however, again is doing a fairly good job is with the landing gear. The main landing gear looks just fine, and also the front landing gear I think is actually looking pretty good. The only thing I'm missing here are some printed details. And then last but not least, we do also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here at the back of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Boeing 747SP in the standard livery of Saudi Arabian Airlines from Herpa Wings in scale 1 to 500. And what can we say about this aircraft model? Now, due to the fact that this model was released as a Wings Club model, the amount of printed detailing actually is rather close to the models we are seeing from Herpa Wings today. That's both good news for this model and kind of sad news for more recent releases from Herpa Wings. So for example, we don't have any static ports printed on this aircraft model, but we have petro tubes, which is a detail that we very rarely get from Herpa Wings nowadays. Or for example, these safety markings that we see across the fuselage. This is also a detail that we once in a while get from Herpa Wings, but very, very rarely. Now, when it comes to the physical detailing, I think Herpa has done a pretty decent job with this aircraft model. The landing gear looks perfectly fine. I think also the shape of the mold in general is really good. I mean, the shape of the 747 cockpit has been recreated rather nicely. But of course, there are a few places where it does show its age, and that's specifically at the backside of the engines and in the way the wings have been mounted into the fuselage. But other than that, I think this is a pretty solid aircraft even today. Now, the best news, however, might be coming from Wikipedia, even though Wikipedia often isn't a very reliable source when it comes to these things. According to the website, this 747SP is still flying around nowadays. At least it is still listed as a part of the active fleet from the Royal Flight Division of Saudi Arabian Airlines. So if you want to have a model of a 747SP that perhaps, possibly, maybe, is still flying around in 2023, then this could be one for your collection. And with these great news, until someone corrects me in the comment section below, it is time to end today's video. If you have enjoyed this episode of review, then feel free to leave a like, and of course, if you are new around here, you're always welcome to hit subscribe. With that, thank you very much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.